Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Brad, this is John, and we are the Posh Kings.
Hi everybody, so grateful to have you back and joining us again for yet another show, or video, I would say. It's a show, right? Let's call it a show.
Sounds so fancy.
So fancy. So this show is going to be a little different than some of the others. We kind of compiled, I would say, a question that has been asked so many times over the years. And I'm sure a lot of you get these questions too. They're great. We're glad people ask. But it's so big that it could take a week to answer it because there's so much that goes into it. So this question is, what advice would you have for new resellers? Well, if that isn't like
a heavy-duty question.
And in the beginning, we used to answer these individually, believe it or not.
Yeah.
We would like stop for 2 or 3 hours of working and like really get into the nuts and bolts before we realized we should have just copied and pasted these things. Now, I think it's probably time that we talk about them here so that more people, if they're interested, can hear just some of our startup advice, because it really is kind of startup. There's just so much that goes into it that you kind of have to do a little bit of learning on your own. You have to ask smaller questions, because something I will say, it is good to ask questions, but a lot of times, you know, experienced resellers can't fully answer such a large question because there's just too much under that umbrella. And they may be even reluctant to do so because they just don't have time. So pick and choose and have smaller questions and kind of ask a lot of people questions.
There's your first piece of advice, by the way.
Oh my God, that's the first piece of advice. It's not on my list.
Didn't even know it's not even on his list, on his handy-dandy notes. But that's honestly what we have experienced ourselves. And we definitely recommend that. Like, look, there are a lot of people out there that'll help answer questions for you. Just reach out to as many people as possible.
Yeah, definitely so.
It helps make it easier also, so you can also get different perspectives on the answers.
Okay, so our first piece of advice from the
handy notes
is start out on Poshmark.
Yeah.
We're not saying that because we did. However, for those looking to learn, Poshmark really is the easiest site, especially with the shipping. You know, it's all kind of done for you.
It's all standardized for you. You don't have to worry about calculating anything. It's pretty straightforward.
You can definitely gain your confidence, you know, your craft and all that in the process. There is a little more room for error, so to speak.
Yeah, definitely. You
know, also they're a lot better about returns and things like that. It doesn't beat you up so much.
Poshmark's a lot more forgiving. Anybody out there who sells on eBay knows, like, the ding, I call it. You can get dinged for anything. So
even though we love eBay.
Oh, we love eBay. But, like, you know, we didn't know in the beginning that saying that item is damaged or you can't find it is a ding, and then it messes with your status. So with that being said, Poshmark's definitely an easy, like, stepping stone. Start with that. Get your feet in the water.
Yeah, definitely so. Second is be honest with your photos and your descriptions.
Yeah.
You want to build return clients. You want to, you know, not have to deal with returns, you know, or cases as they're called on Poshmark. Look, it happens to everybody. No matter what you do, you can't please everybody, and you can only be so good.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. But you definitely want to minimize that. You know, especially, I think most people, at least Poshers, literally fall to pieces with your first case. I know we did.
Oh my God, we were out to dinner with your mom, and like literally it ruined our evening to where like code red, we got to get home, we got to like call our lawyers. It was nuts. Like, we got really freaking panicked.
I remember
so angry. We were so angry.
Our first two bad or low star count, you know.
Oh, yes, no, the rating,
were so insane.
Oh, God.
The first one A woman bought like a little plastic necklace from us or something.
Like, small little box.
For like a whole $6 or whatever it was.
Like we made literally pennies.
She gave us 1 star because we used packing tape on the outside, clear packing tape on the outside of the box to kind of reinforce it. However, she wanted to make sure to tell us that she only liked frosted tape.
Loved frosted tape.
So she totally threw us under the bus for frosted tape.
1 out of 5 stars, and I came unglued.
Then, and look, there have been a few, trust
me. There's been a few. We've been on the platform for a while. Also,
great.
Don't mind sharing your experiences.
Oh,
with,
yeah, it's fun.
Like random ratings or, you know, the cases or the why. So please share it down below.
All right. So we got a second one because, and this one, like, she basically beat us up over the price. She got something for $10 that literally she should have gotten for. We should have gotten far more for it, but it happened to have been slow. We were starting out, so like, you want to make sales, and but because we didn't put ribbon on at that time, she gave us a 2, and she wrote something like, "As long as you can write before they shut you off," as to the importance.
She hit her what do they call it? The number count. She hit her limit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
She used every last character.
Totally beat us up over ribbon.
Yeah.
Good times. It was a great day.
Yeah.
It was a great day.
Yeah.
Not so much. Yeah.
Can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. Comment below.
Tape and ribbon.
Tape and frosted tape and ribbon.
Yeah. So again, always try to really clear photos, in all seriousness, and descriptions. It's so much easier that way. Yeah. Don't try to hide something. If you know something's there, take a picture of it.
We used to actually, going off that real fast, we used to actually throw away damaged goods, like, because we were like, I can't sell that because there's like a little bit of a mark on the shoulder.
Or we would redonate it.
Or redonate it.
We would only sell perfect pre-owned items.
Yeah.
Like literally perfect.
And then we just realized, you know what, there are a lot of people out there, especially when it comes to like high-end luxury, people obviously, if they don't want to spend that much money on something very, very expensive, they'll buy something that's very, very expensive. It just has like a little mark on it or something like that. As long as you're honest.
Yeah. Also, what we have realized
is a lot of it that way.
We're really crafty and really skilled at repairs and things like that.
He is.
Or at least I am. He's not at all. He's never done one. Oh no, he cleans shoes.
I can't fit a thimble on my thumb. So I can't sew. Isn't that where it goes?
I sew, but I use a thimble.
I know. He's a master sewer.
Yeah. Anywho, what was I saying? It was really good. Oh, God, it was good.
About fixing damages.
Oh, yeah, fixing damages. Oh, what's really interesting is what we have found is even though we're very skilled, or I am, doing repairs and such, there's always somebody that's better.
Yeah.
And sometimes people don't mind if it's the right item and they want it and they're skilled at repairing or sewing or this or that.
Yeah.
They will take it. A very common thing with us, we sell things where like the bottom hem has come out.
Yeah.
I don't use a sewing machine. Everything I do is by hand. So if I have to sew more than like 4 or 5 inches,
obviously we're not going to do that.
I'm just putting it in a listing. You can do it, and I'll just give it to you for probably beans.
We've had a lot of people buy stuff off of that and say, you know what,
we've had thousands of sales that way.
So don't, like, if you see damage and you can't fix it, just be honest. A lot of people out there will just buy it and they'll fix it themselves.
Look, if it's something that you were going to donate, even if you only profit $2, that's still $2 in your pocket that you wouldn't have had otherwise. Something else. Yeah, I would do that.
Or it's like an eighth.
Or
like an eighth of a Starbucks coffee. $2.
Or like, because they're like $22 or something.
You need like a credit card now to buy them.
Yeah.
So random. That was very random.
Always random.
Always random.
Don't be afraid to reach out to other community members with questions. We kind of referenced that earlier in this. Definitely ask people questions. It's so much easier that way. But again, don't bog them down because they may be reluctant to kind of answer more in the future. Give them 1 or 2 here or there if it's the same person. But you should have like a repertoire of people you ask questions. Maybe like 10 people that you go to that are kind of your team. It's much easier that way. Next. Once you feel solid on one app, we definitely suggest you immediately take on an additional one. Unless you're only looking to be a hobby seller, which some people, they don't want all that work. They're not looking to do all that. So if you're kind of, the hobby seller, then yeah, just stay with one that you love.
Yeah,
whatever that is, eBay, Mercari, Tracy, whoever, Poshmark. Stick with the one you love and you find easy to work with. However, as we all know, apps change and things change. And sometimes you need to, if you want to be a serious seller in the manner of possibly full-time or a high-volume hobbyist or part-time, you need to have more eyes on your products. Yeah. We were like die-hard eBayers. I mean, not eBayers, Poshers. And we were from a time that even if someone sold elsewhere,
you never said it. It was like the unspoken thing.
Like you were a disgrace.
Like you were not allowed to utter any other platform's name.
Yes, we definitely drank the Posh Kool-Aid.
So we're like very...
Not that Poshmark ever told anybody that.
Like I think it was just like a feeling in the community.
We'd be like, ooh, she's selling somewhere else.
I see you trying to sell on Macari. That's a no-no.
Well, we found you. No, just kidding, just kidding.
But it doesn't matter. They don't care. And you should list as much as you can.
Yes, of course. Now it's the opposite. It's like people are like, you only sell on one app? Yeah, you got to get going. Let's do more. So we definitely suggest, it really kind of keeps you protected that if one is slow at one particular time, the other, will pick you up and keep your numbers growing and more stability in your numbers and your sales.
More continuity and bringing money in.
Yeah, of course. Next, marketing yourself and your products is so important. Even something as simple as we went back to, it wasn't this video of sharing others.
No, other video.
Oh, the video before. Is when you share other people, you're actually advertising your products and it makes it easier to sell them. Yeah. Also, having a great Instagram, Facebook, whatever it be, your names should match. Try to get them to match if you can.
Which is hard because obviously, I know a lot of people, they try to get their name and it's already been taken. Try to get something as close as possible because then there is that correlation. You can then people can start putting everything together, easier to find. And
your name should be memorable.
Yeah.
Not saying anyone you have to change your name. If you have something you love, then keep it. Yeah. We kind of feel like for a lot of people, if you have something that truly does resemble or has a ring to it like that of a store, or it's something that rolls off the tongue, it's so much easier. And you can clearly see a lot of times people have a hard time with their marketing if they start out with a name like, Watusi 5678945.
That was pretty accurate.
I know, right? It kind of rolled off my tongue. But the point, like, who remembers that stuff?
It's hard, yeah.
It's hard. So definitely try to do something that is memorable, it's easy, and don't be afraid to put your face out there. People like to connect with who they either buy from or who they are talking to. It's really important. None of us are big, giant conglomerate, companies, these big, giant companies where we want to hide our face. You want to show your face, make it personal. It's really important and it really will help.
That was definitely something we used to tell a lot of our friends, especially a lot of our male friends when they started to come on to Poshmark. It's like, you have to show your face. You have to interact. You want people to start putting the face with the product and with the services, and it's how it goes. And
look, there's nothing wrong with it because, having a logo, it's part of having a business.
Absolutely.
But definitely have your face.
Somewhere else, social media or something.
Where it's relatable. Yeah. People just really love, especially in this level of sales, they like to be able to connect.
Also, I think people, because they do interact so much on social media and on these platforms, you do want to know who you're talking to. It makes it more intimate then. So then there's more of a connection.
Yeah, definitely.
Buyer-seller connection.
So the next or final one is, we definitely advise you, and we even did this, don't spend a ton of money on merchandise when you're first starting out.
Yeah, definitely. This is big.
And it's huge. You want to create liquidity.
Or seed money, they call it.
Yeah. With items that you can get for free. Why not? You know, you start it, and look, everybody's heard the story. You get things from your own closet, you know, your husband, your girlfriend, wherever your significant other, your cousin. Ask people what hey, you know, I'll help you clean out your closet and organize it. You know, if the things in it, whatever you don't want, if you let me have it.
Yeah.
You know, you can kind of maybe barter that way. Definitely try to get as much as you can up front without having to make the investment, and then take that
and turn it into
and allow that to be your reinvestment money.
Definitely.
Into your business.
That's really, really important, by the way, because we've seen a lot of people, though, like, and this is real talk, my sister wanted to start doing Posh as like a part-time gig.
She shocked us.
And I literally told her the same thing we just told all of you guys. And we said, take like the kids' clothes and your husband's old clothes and your old clothes, whatever's in your closet, even like old Coach bags, sell that. Even if you only get like, let's say a couple $100. Then you go to the thrift stores and you can then start, you know, buying merchandise.
She bought hundreds and hundreds
of Tahari Sunday suits.
Yeah, the like mint green,
like
and
Easter
peach,
Sunday,
which people really only wear probably
for holidays.
Easter, and I think she bought them in September,
and they were really expensive. And she like spent too much money on them. And I said, that makes no sense.
She still has them, by the way. It's been 5 years.
Yeah, I didn't sell them yet, so definitely, you know, use your own stuff first. It's easy. It's free. You know, it's pretty much, it's straight profit in a sense.
I mean, peach polyester isn't an easy color to sell.
I mean...
Or mint green.
Ooh. I mean, I wish I could wear mint green, but it would not work on me.
Or seafoam blue. She got it in seafoam blue.
I can't with you.
Like, we died.
Don't be like my sister. Use your own stuff. And then ask friends and family.
She's a doll, though. She's a doll.
Love her to pieces.
Absolute doll. Anywho, okay.
And on that note,
we've kept you busy for a while.
Yes.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Guys, everybody.
Be well. And what do we like, Brad?
We'd like to say thank you and make sure you subscribe and like, and we'll keep putting out content for you guys.
Yes. Take care, everybody.
Have a good one.